Hello YouTube, Saintbob here, Saintbob's YouTube channel. You may notice that I'm actually playing a different game to Xsyon, and there's been much talk on the Xsyon forums recently about the new combat revamp that's going to be put out very soon, hopefully. So I figured, since the rumoured combat is supposed to be based on the Mount and Blade combat style, I figured I'd have a blast on it, see what it's like. Show my just put across my views to the to my viewers and the rest of the community, and just see what everyone else thinks as whilst they watch. Now, as we charge the enemy, which is what I'm going to do now. There we go. As we charge, I don't know why I'm on a horse. Let's get off this horse because we don't actually have horses or crossbows or shields. So there we go. And in fact, whilst we're here, just give me a second. We can't do that. So it's not going to be as realistic as I'd like it to be in terms of what is actually in Xsyon, because I have a shield. I'll try not to use the shield as much, and then in the next battle what I'll do is I'll actually remove the shield, and because we don't have shields in Xsyon, we don't have crossbows or archery or anything like that, so I'll take all those off. That's my fault for not being prepared. But what we'll do is we'll just charge in here. In fact, can we just have the the sword pop up then? There we go. Okay, so we've got the sword. We don't actually have to have the shield. So here we go. So it's the guys with no circles on the head that we're actually attacking. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see what the combat system is like here. I've got quite a few people. But basically, what happens is you need to face in the direction that you are actually going to attack in. So if you hit down here, then you're going to attack from the left. If you attack from there, your arm will automatically go in from the left, you see. And again, with this one, you'll actually swing from the right. And also, if you do a block, you'll actually notice it's going to block where you're looking. So if you block down at the bottom, and it will actually block and cover your bottom half of your character. If you go up, it should, when the person attacks you, because it's done automatically when you hold the block and you need to look up, your character's arm will actually go up in the air. So what we'll do is we'll see if we can actually recreate some of that. And I'm actually going to let some of my guys die, just so we can... Let's just have a look at that. Just so we can see some one-on-one combat. I shouldn't really have recruited all these people, but it's not too much of a big problem. So it's night time. So I mean, the object of this game is conquest. Basically, you go around. First off, you kill bandits. You build up a force. You build your character up. It is a combat RPG, and you actually have statistics. Just have a look at my character. You can see when you level up, you can put points into this. You get attributes to spend, proficiency points, which is your weapon points, so you can increase how proficient you are with each type of weapon. And as you can see, if you go to the bigger map here, you can actually see that there is different regions, different colours. And basically the idea is to just conquer all and kill the other kings, kill the other armies, things like that, and it is really good fun. What we'll do is we'll see if we can get into another battle. And if I just remember rightly, we do actually... So we'll take the shield off, and we'll take those off because there's no point. We haven't got those, and we'll take the horse off so that we don't have to keep dismounting every time. Here we go, we've got 7 bandits here. Are we actually going to get them? Go on, we can catch them up. We can catch them. There we go. So, whilst we charge the enemy, I'd just like to say that we, in the past couple of days, I actually managed to get a message from YouTube. I don't know if it's just me or whether there's hundreds of thousands of people out there, if it's just a generic email that went out from YouTube, but I've now been granted the permission of creating longer than 15-minute videos. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to actually obtain that. I don't know whether it's just a certain level of views or whatever, or certain amount of videos posted, I'm not sure, but I can now post anything up to a full length, a full size of 2 gig, which I think is something stupid like 4 to 6 hours, depending on what I'm rendering. So as you can see, I've got this guy. I'm going to try and pull him away from everybody else. But this guy here is wanting to. Okay, we'll take this one. And he should pull. He should pull his sword or his axe. So you can see I've just blocked, and it's not bad. It's all right. I mean, if this was in Xsyon, I would be an extremely happy person, and I think there is a lot of people that would be really, really happy. It is a very unique style. I've not seen combat as realistic as this. I mean, it is semi-realistic because you do have to kind of point your character and add your character into that way of looking, and you have to block in that direction, and you have to point your camera to that direction. You have to do certain things. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save an exit, and I'm actually going to play the tutorial. Not to learn you how to play the game, because that's not what I'm doing. I want to show you some one-on-one combat, and the tutorial does very, very nicely show you the different ways of being able to actually block and attack and all sorts. So this is what we're going to do, and we'll see what we can do. So apparently I'm going to attack. Oh no, we're going to have to talk. Okay, so we want to practice attacking. Let's do attacking first. So there we go, look, can you see? I'm blocking. There we go, and you can see that I've changed the direction of my camera, and it attacks in different ways. So if I point my camera to the right, then it's going to be a right-handed attack. If I point it to the left, it's going to be a left-handed attack. And if I'm not sure, let's have a look. There we go, if we look up and look at the guy's head, then it's going to be a top body shot. Let's have a look, see the bottom. Can we do it? And there you go, look. And you point your camera down at the legs, and you get a leg shot, so to speak. So I like that. It's really, really cool. I think this is something that Xsyon would benefit from greatly, and it is something that that is quite unique. I don't see this in many MMO, you know, in any MMO games. I've played a few. Granted, most of them are like World of Warcraft and Rift and such, so they are where you actually have to target a player to be able to cast any spells or cast any special skills, those kind of things. So let's see if we can go on to something else. Do you want to leave? I don't know. Not if it's going to leave the tutorial. Oh yeah, it is. So we'll just go back in again, and we'll go and talk to this guy, and we'll do the blocking, and we'll take a look. There we go. Oh, almost got pounced on them. Right, okay, let's go and talk to this guy. Let's have a look at some blocking. So, let's do some blocking. So I'm guessing this guy's going to attack me. So I have to... There we go. And you've got to look in the direction. So you don't have to put the camera all the way to the left, like that, to be able to see. But you just have to point it in the offset from the middle. So as long as you are looking to the left side or the right side of the middle, then you're pretty much going to block in that direction. So we'll do it again just so you can see. I'm sure there is a way of being able to actually. So look, there we go. It's going to blocking up. So to actually block up, you have to. You're just doing a swing look from above, and you can see what it's going to do before you actually do it. Before you block, and you're just going to go straight for the middle. I like it. It's really good, and I think this is what would make the combat system in Xsyon extremely immersive. It's a bit more complicated than just straightforward click and press buttons on your keyboard to cast a fireball or cast a charge or a power strike or something like that. It's definitely it's combat. It's combat in its simplest form. I would say, you know, it's just, I like it. It's good. Let's go on to do some sparring. So actually attacking and blocking. Let's mix it all together, and let's see what we can do. Hopefully this guy's not going to be Imber. So yeah, there we go. And then counter. Oh, he got me. Oh my god. This guy's solid. It's because I've got a bloody staff and he's got a sword. What the hell? Yes. There we go. Let's see him. Oh no! So this is the first time I've played this. So this is why I'm not that good. So we'll just go again. See, I like the one-on-one combat. The bigger battles, I've been told, are epic. But for the purpose of just showing the combat system design, I wanted to do a bit of one-on-one combat, not a big epic battle, which I will do. I'll do some more epic battles a bit later on. I'm getting absolutely. I can't hit quick enough, but I still killed him, so I won. So that's pretty much what it is. There isn't really much to show that is relative to Xsyon. I mean, there's mounted combat, there's archery, there's you know, archery with bows, there's crossbows, there's shields, there's axes, there's spears, believe there's throwing axes and throwing knives, different armors, things like that I could show you, and I'm sure the majority of that kind of combat would probably be in Xsyon at some point, but I don't think it's something that's going to be implemented for quite some time in terms of like the archery. I think getting the basics done of this kind of combat system would be ideal, and I think it would be really, really nice to have something like this in, and hopefully we're going to be able to get to test it this next couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with it, and I'm not expecting it to be as refined as this system straight away. I'm expecting them to release on the public server, because I'd really like to get on the public server. I'm expecting that they're going to release some sort of basic mock-up, just basically a very simple test build for everyone to have a go at, see what the initial reaction is from the from the community, and what I will say is just a very quick please: don't expect the world, guys. Don't expect that when this new PvP revamp comes out at its most basic, simplest form. Don't think that there's going to be tribal warfare, that there's going to be all these different PvP things in yet, because there isn't. It's going to be a very basic mock-up of the style, of the combat style, that's going to enable you to block, it's going to enable you to attack in the direction that you're looking. It's not going to be anything more than that, I wouldn't have thought. You know, it's just a different combat system than what's already in. And I think if you expect that, and if they do release something a bit more that they've not told us about, or they've showed it, you know, they're going to release, you know, something else, then take it as a good thing and as a surprise, and just leave it as that, because I think if they can just get a small portion of this style in there, then I think they're onto a winner. And I think that Xsyon eventually, once it really starts to take off, would be a force to be reckoned with. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's already getting there. It's taking its time, but you know, great things don't happen overnight, and Rome wasn't built in a day, as the saying goes. And I think we just need to keep on continually giving them the support that they need. So guys, yeah, I just wanted to show you. I'll release this video. I'll probably do some epic battles. Get big groups of like 20 to 40, even depending on how long I play this game. Maybe take it up to 60 or 80 or 100. I know there's like as I just had a quick look then as we were playing before the tutorials, there was big armies going around with like 400, 300 army sizes. So hopefully we can have something like that, and we're going to have some really big, huge, epic battles. But we'll see. So guys, for now, that was the combat system for Mountain Blade that hopefully Xsyon will be taking some inspiration from, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And God, I hope Saintbob doesn't really look like that in real life, because geez, he looks a bit docile. Anyway guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.